For the first time, and earlier I talked with both young men.
Tony, it's apparent that your dream has been to the Olympic Games in 1980 in Moscow. This young man standing between us now may be standing between you and that Olympic berth. How do you feel about fighting him?
Well, I feel the first fight between me and him, we're going to have more fights to come. This will kind of stable out the top two amateurs it is in the nation right now. So by me and Marvin fighting, we kind of get the outlook on the whole Olympic Games.
What about the psychology of fighting Tony Tubbs, Marvis? You've heard all about him. You've seen him just very briefly fighting. What's the psychology here?
Well, I feel the psychology is I know Tony's a man and I'm a man, and he has two hands and I have two hands, and whoever's the better man, that's who's going to win the fight.
You know, though, at some point during the next year, he is the man perhaps you're going to have to beat to get to Moscow. Don't you feel a little hatred, perhaps a little venomous toward him?
Well, I don't have any hate towards anybody. Maybe when I'm in the ring I do, but not outside the ring, because well, each man I look at as an opponent, and I see that they're coming at me and I'm coming at them. So inside the ring, it's a different thing, but when we're outside the ring, we're gentlemen.
You have never seen Marvis Frazier fight before, Tony. His reputation, however, precedes him wherever he goes. Does that concern you?
Well, I'm the type of fighter that kind of addicts to whichever style that I have to fight my opponent with. And with the experience that I have, I feel like it don't really make no difference, too much of a difference.
You share the same sentiment he does about the hatred in the ring, but outside the ring, before and after, you two can be best of friends?
We can be the best of friends outside of the ring. When we get in there, it's just a respect for one another that we should have. And we both just can't go in there dominating one another unless we don't even know whichever is the best yet. So right now, when we get in the ring, we just want to see who's the better man.
How you gonna feel about him if he prevents you from going to Moscow?
If he wanted, we'll worry about that when time comes. But see, like, now we just got our mind set on this team meet, and that's it.
And the team victory is at stake. We'll be right back with the tie-breaking heavyweight bout right after this.
We're delighted to have with us before this particular bout former heavyweight champion Joe Frazier, joining Ken Norton and me, Sam Nover. And this will be very interesting because Joe's son Marvis is right above us, ready to fight a very, very important bout in his career. In the far corner, representing the Muhammad Ali Boxing Club, is Tony Tubbs. And his opponent, as I've already told you, representing the Smokin' Joe Frazier Club, his son Marvis Frazier. 30 bouts, he's won them all. You feel a little nervous for him, perhaps, Joe?
Nah. He know what he's doing. He can control himself.
Muhammad Ali has left the Superstar Theater here in Atlantic City before this bout, so he will not be able to bear witness to what happens with two of the most promising amateur heavyweights in the country today. Tony Tubbs, Marvis Frazier should be a dandy. Marvis is but 19 years old. And the interesting thing always has been, through the 30 fights of his amateur career, people have reminded him that his father did not want him to be a boxer, Joe, but you say that he finally made his decision, and that's that.
He can handle himself out there. There's no doubt about that. I think Marvis did a lot of things that I haven't really had a chance to do. And he can handle himself. And you'll see him work out there. There's no doubt about that. You know exactly what to do, what he's supposed to be doing.
He's a little bit more of a stand-up boxer than you.
That's right.
Well, Sam, I'd say that's because he's taller and he can box more.
That's right.
As you see, he started off with a good left hand. He's trying to come over with the right.
That's right.
He's stronger on the inside, and he's outboxing Tubbs. Tubbs has the more experience, though.
Oh, far more. Tony Tubbs.
I think he got the experience that what people don't realize that he has, you know? The experience. He worked with a lot of good people like George Benton. He know what to do, how to do it, when it needed to be done.
He has more experience, but I think that Marvis punches a bit heavier.
I think Marvis know exactly what he's doing. You watch probably some of it.
Good left-right combination from Tubbs. Now he's working on the midsection of Marvis Frazier. Round one, good left jab by Frazier, right over us.
Watch him get out of the corner. Watch how he get in that corner, no problem.
If you'll notice, Sam, that right now Tony Tubbs is throwing fast punches, but a lot of them are slapping punches. It's only a matter of time if the referee is opinion that he will see these slaps.
You're right, Joe. He got out very well. Oh, the crowd's loving this one. These are just two tremendously talented young men, and ironically, they never even met yesterday. What was that, Joe? Oh, he's hurt Tubbs. Get carried away a little bit. You're dangerous. Nearing the end of round one. You forget Joe Frazier just let the headset microphone fly across the table. Under 30 seconds to go. Joe Frazier sitting ringside with us, imploring his son to put him away. Good left by Frazier.
But you have to see that Tony Tubbs is also countering. Here we have Frazier in the monitor.
Here we go, round number two. The first one was a dandy. Tony Tubbs in all black, Marvis Frazier in the gold.
And right there, Sam, you see that's something that Marvis is doing that his father couldn't do. He's doing a good, stiff, hard, long jab because he was taller.
And I know you're not saying it just to be funny. He is very skilled in that respect, and his height means a lot to him.
That's right. Marvis has been around the gym for quite a while. But then again, Mr. Tubbs is very experienced.
He is. Tony Tubbs is a very pleasant young man. He's got a tremendous outlook on this entire thing. He said to both Kenny and I recently that this is just a preliminary for the showdown battle to get to Moscow. He knows he'll see Marvis Frazier again. Good right hand by Marvis and a left, and he's piling up points on Tony Tubbs.
Right there, Sam, and we see the difference in the punching power of the man. Tubbs is supposedly a very good boxer. He's really one of the best boxers around in the amateur ranks. Whereas Marvis is a very good puncher, one of the strongest punchers in the amateur bout, amateur ranks.
Joe Frazier sitting ringside with Ken Norton, and me continues to shout instructions, looking for Marvis to put it right into him. I'm getting banged around here, Norton. Tremendous crowd reaction to this bout, round number two, and Marvis Frazier, 19 years old, very much in control. Now Tubbs doing a little job on him.
Sam is a thing where Tubbs needs room to box, and Marvis Frazier is not giving him that space.
Good observation, Kenny.
A lot of
all
pressure.
over him. Very good. Under a minute to go in round two.
This is where Marvis is like his father, Sam. He comes inside, he applies the pressure, and he makes a man fight his fight. On the outside, Tubbs will definitely be the better man. On the inside, Marvis is the better puncher, and he's doing better combinations.
Joe Frazier is leaning halfway over the ropes to get a message to his son. This is a very, very impressive and stirring contest. Nearing the end of round two, the dignity and prestige of the Muhammad Ali Boxing Club and the Joe Frazier Boxing Club very much on the line with these two outstanding amateur heavyweights. Stinging right hand by Frazier again, and Tubbs not throwing much leather. Good left hand again for Frazier. Kenny, got to look at it again. Joe, you want to put that headset mic on again and tell us what Marvis is doing right here.
What he's doing now is timing him for the double left hook. What's that double left hook? What's the double left hook? One. Up, one more. One more. Come up. One more. Come up there. Good. Double the woman.
There again, Joe, I'm saying he's applying a lot of pressure, and he's keeping Tubbs on the inside, and Tubbs cannot fight unless he has room. I won't say he can't fight, but in this fight, he's at a disadvantage.
Watch him. Cool him out.
Boy, that headset microphone is taking a beating, I can tell you that. Joe Frazier has just told Marvis, watch every move that he makes. Watch him carefully. Round 3. The bout is up for grabs. Frazier in gold. Tony Tubbs in black. Everything we thought it would be, Kenny.
That it is. If you notice right off the bat, Sam, Marvin stopped off with a jab to the body to try to get Tubbs to drop his hand. He was in, come over the top with the jab, or with the hook, or with the right hand.
John Fitzpatrick is a referee in the excitement of this bout. We almost forgot to tell you about that, the third man in the ring. Two outstanding heavyweights. Tubbs with about a 20-pound weight advantage at 215. Marvis fighting at about 195. Good jabs by Tubbs, just sticking a left glove in the face of Marvis Frazier. Kenny, who do you think's ahead at this point?
Right now, I would have to lean toward Marvis Frazier. However, I am a bit prejudiced.
I know your friendship with Joe Frazier goes back a lot of years.
He's throwing those very good body shots at Marvis Frazier.
Look at him go to the body. Tubbs with a roundhouse right. No knockdown. No knockdown.
That was a push.
Absolutely. Good right on the side of the face of Marvis Frazier. Tubbs with a late rally.
Lift him up. Lift him up. Lift him up, Marvin. Lift him up.
Boy, they really test the will of these young men, aren't they, Kenny?
Did you hear the chant in the background, Sammy Smokey Joe?
Oh, he is up and at him.
This is a case where I think experience might pay off. Again, Marvis is very dedicated. He works very hard, but Tubbs has more experience.
Joe Frazier's got as much sweat on his brow as his son in the ring. He has fought every minute of this 3-round bout with his son. Sitting ringside with yours truly, Sam Dover and Ken Norton. A tremendous amateur heavyweight bout.
Lift him up, Marvin. Lift him up. That's a baby.
There we saw a very good left hook to the body from Frazier.
Lift him up.
Boy, I've seen almost 3 rounds, and I feel like I want to see 3 more, Ken.
There you go, Marvin. Barbecue ready, baby. Yes.
30 seconds to go in the bout.
Barbecue ready, Marvin.
Tubbs trying to score late, misses with a right.
He's trying to score late, but then again, he throws his punches, he waits, and while he's waiting, Marvis is throwing 4 and 5 punches. And that's what wins the bout. You get the number of punches.
Ready, Marvin.
Boy, these 2 young men have given their all. We're under 10 seconds. There will be no knockout. It is up to the judges sitting ringside who has the early psychological advantage between these 2 young men. Ring announcer David Zinkoff has the all-important decision. David, what is it?
Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. The winner of the final bout, Marvis Frazier.
A personal victory for Marvis Frazier and a team victory for the Frazier Club. They win the first ever competition between these 2 great teams, 6 bouts to 5.
Well, the decision has gone to Marvis Frazier. There is pandemonium in the ring. Your little brother wants to get into the act. An outstanding victory for you, young man.
Yes, it is. Thanks to the Lord Jesus Christ. He just pulled me through, and I thank him.
How'd you feel about Tony Tubbs? You'd never met him before yesterday.
He's a heck of an athlete, and he's everything and more that I thought he would be.
Marvis, let's take a look at some of the action. Let's roll some of this early action, and you can see your father was proud as the dickens of you sitting ringside with us. Describe what you see.
Well, what I see right now, I was trying to hit him to the body, George had told me to try to stick the jab out, but I wasn't doing that. For some reason, I got into my father's style. I don't know why, but he was a strong puncher, and I was just trying to set him up for body shots.
You know you're going to have to beat him 2 or 3 more times, perhaps, before the Olympics in 1980. You know that.
Yes, I do, and that means I have to work that much harder, and I have a lot more growing to do. I'm only 18, so that'll be a factor also.
Joe, let's talk about it. What's your reaction? He fought a very skilled young amateur.
Well, I always thought that he can do the job. There's no doubt in my mind that he had a problem. It's the main problem that it was that he's being able to free the fight. You know, that's the main thing. His experience is twice times greater than every, let's say, top guys out there today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Kenny, anything to ask Marvis?
Marvis, I can just make a statement. I think that the man is very poised, and in the years that I've known him, he's progressed quite a bit. And I can't see anything in his way between now and the Olympics. Tubb was his biggest obstacle, and he's taken that once.
What a marvelous way to end the program. Marvis Frazier has upset, I guess you'd have to say, Tony Tubbs. A great victory for not only Marvis. The Philadelphia Boxing Club of Joe Frazier is still smoking, isn't it?
That's right.
Kenny Norton, it's been a great pleasure to work with you again. And I hope all of our viewers enjoyed the Muhammad Ali Boxing Club and the Joe Frazier Boxing Club. The first time ever from Atlantic City. Goodbye, everyone.